What's going on, good people? Early morning. I'm going to try this again. The first time I did it, I had a bad connection. So we're going to see how this one goes. You see the title? I want to ask a question. So by now, the news is out that Kevin Hart has cheated on his pregnant wife. And a lot of people right now are judging Kevin Hart. They're saying things like, how dare him, that dirty dog, and blah, 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 and he's this and he's that. And I want to address this for a second, because Kevin Hart did the same mistake with his first wife. And some people say the lady he's with now was the lady that he cheated with on his first wife. And karma. But let me just say something. A lot of people who are judging Kevin Hart has side pieces themselves. But they're focusing on Kevin's heart problems and not their own. Isn't it funny how some of us would even judge Obama and call him a bad president and he doing this, and we would sit around the dinner table and Thanksgiving and at the bar and places and criticize this dude when none of us had the power to even walk through the doors of Harvard. We couldn't get in Harvard if we paid the freaking counselor $100,000. Came inside and set a briefcase on their freaking desk. We couldn't even get into Harvard. But yet, we have the audacity to judge a man like Kevin Hart. Here's a better idea. Remember Robert Downey Jr.? You notice he hasn't been in the news lately? You know why that is? Because he's been working on himself. He doesn't drink anymore. But that was a time that Robert Downey Jr. was running around with Superman capes. He was temporarily insane. And people had their opinion about him. But what did he do? He went back in the spotlight and he worked on himself. Worked on himself. Some of us have the illusion that we're not human. We have the illusion that we're not human. And that's totally false. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. And some of you are Christians who live by this statement. Only Jesus was perfect. If that statement is true, why are we judging or think that somebody else can't err? Do we live in a mistake-free world? Here's some advice I want you to take with you. Because I promise you, you're going to make mistakes all your life. Don't dwell in the past. Don't dwell in the past. Dwell on where you're going to be or what you're doing now. Because I promise you, you can see me today and you can see me make a mistake on Tuesday. But I promise you, if you come back Friday and you start talking about that mistake I made on Tuesday, you're not talking to me. You're talking to somebody else. You know why? Because I'm not the same person I was on Tuesday. The whole reason I get up and read books at 5 a.m. in the morning with another group, the whole reason I get up and I stay away from gossip conversations and people like this, whatever, is because people don't change. They don't change. Right? See, some people think that just because I come on here and I give advice or I give things that somehow I think I'm perfect. If that's your thought, you don't understand life. I work on myself so much. And even though I work on myself, I have a lot of downfalls because I know I'm not perfect. Thinking you perfect is when you don't go to the gym. Thinking you perfect is when you don't read a book. Because you ask yourself, why do I need to read a book from somebody who became a millionaire? That stuff is lies anyway. That's being perfect. Sitting around talking about others, well, you're not doing anything. Let me ask you a question. There's a lot of women who have used the word skinny bitch. And that seems so weird to me. What is a skinny bitch? A woman that works on herself? A woman that watches what she eats? You use bitch in that same term to describe her? No. We got to stop living this way. We got to stop sitting around and being these judges when really all of us are in the same situation. Your goal on a daily basis should be to become better. That's it. If you're not trying to become better, you're wasting time. If you're sitting around judging and saying that, judging people on a mistake they made, weeks ago or 2 weeks ago or years ago, what situation are you in? Because I'm going to tell you a secret. You know why we judge others like that? Because we don't want to deal with our own problems. I said it. The reason why we judge others is because we don't want to deal with our own problems. It makes us feel good. It releases endorphins in our body when we put someone else down. So Kevin Hart, what I'm trying to tell you, man, is that you have to sit in silence and make sure that the people around you support you and understand that you made an error and understand that you can come back stronger. Because if you sit in this mistake and beat yourself up about it, there are people who have turned into alcoholics, people who have turned into drug addicts, people who have suffered from depression because they live in the past. When you make a mistake, you brush that crap off your shoulder and you get up stronger. Remember that. Take care.